Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another beautiful day here on the farm and another episode of our Farm Sim series. Today, we're going to spread some lime and probably try and clean up around the farm a little bit. Put these pallets up and just do some organizing and maybe sell some equipment. Last episode, we got the fields disked up and we've got the seeds in the ground, so we are ready for that. They just need to have a little bit of lime going into the winter here, and then we will try and spread some fertilizer as well, but probably not in this episode. So first things first is I'm gonna get these seed pallets unloaded. I don't have anything else to plant so far, so we're gonna get these unloaded and we're gonna get them stored over here on our racks in the back of the shed here. So I've already started getting some of those loaded. I was actually seeing how high I could go with this thing. I can't go to the top rack. So we'll just have to use these. So I think here in this rack section, I'm going to put our seeds. So here is, here's some seeds, and then I've got the single bag of seeds over here as well. So we'll probably, put those there, and then I've got lime. The lime is actually on the truck, so I went and got the lime. Lime's on the truck, so whenever I'm done with that, we'll probably put it in whatever's left of the fertilizer and stuff on this side. And then maybe if I can get a telehandler or maybe even a forklift, I can start setting some stuff on up higher. I don't know how high the forklift will be able to go and not go through the ceiling, but we may just have to see. So for now, this is what we've got, and we'll just see what we can do with this. You'll have to excuse me as well. I'm fighting off a little bit of a cold. I'm gonna go into first person here and see if we can get these pallets unloaded. Uh-oh. So in case anybody's wondering, I am using a Thrustmaster T150, I believe. This was what I used on my PlayStation 4 before I switched over to PC gaming. Not the best. I'm not fully happy with this steering wheel, but it does the job. And then I'm also using a set of Otis Thrustmaster flight sticks. I think they are the Otis X52s by Logitech. It's got the single stick flight control, and then it's got the throttle control on the other side. I've got the throttle control mapped to my 3-point hitch, so a lot like a actual tractor. I've kind of got it where I can raise and lower it. I don't really use that very much. And then I've got the actual flight joystick map to front end loader, the like telehandlers, and like the Scorpion logging machines and stuff. So if you're on the fence about getting one of those, I can just say that I highly recommend it. It does change the whole dynamic of the game, especially when you get it, when you figure out how to use it and how to getting it mapped is the hardest part, but using it for just like this here, I mean, I'm using it here and it makes it a lot more, sometimes it's aggravating, but it makes it a lot more immersive, and it's a little bit, I don't know, I just enjoy it better. It gives me a better feeling towards it. The only thing that I don't like is that it's very hard to, I mean, in real life, if we were setting this pallet down right here, you could tell exactly where the edge of that pallet was and where it would sit. When you're in first person, it's actually very hard to do that. And if you switch to third person, it's not as realistic feeling, I guess. So it's just kind of, I don't know, it's just a little backwards to me, but again, I do still recommend it. It just takes some getting used to, but it really makes it a lot more enjoyable. Alright, so we got the pallets up there on the rack. If I would have spread them out and got them a little bit closer, I probably could have maybe got a fourth one up there, but no big deal. We don't need it for the time being. So I'm going to take the hay wagon and the farm all back over to the farm. Get these put up. And then we're going to try and spread some lime, I guess. Alright guys, let's, dang, we really need to mow some. Well, anyway, let's get the, let's go ahead and get started spreading some lime, and then we'll see what we got to do after that. So I'm going to use the 710 and spread some lime. I had to buy a spreader, but that wasn't too bad, about $2,000 or $3,000 or so. The lime is what costs the most money. So don't judge my loading skills. They shifted on the way over here. So we're going to take the 710 and start spreading some lime on the fields. I'm not exactly sure how much a tank is going to get us, so if it seems like we're going through it pretty quick and we're having to get reloaded every 5-10 minutes, then I'm probably just going to walk back and grab the truck and just park it on the side of the fields so we don't have to drive as far to get it loaded back. So all right, let's see how far this gets us. Oh, so it's a pretty good, it seems to be a pretty good spread. Of course, I'm missing a big piece. Oh, wow. Look at how fast we're going through it. Oh, boy. Honestly was not expecting that there. I don't think we've got enough lime. Holy cow. I mean, it's already gone there. Okay, well. Let's go get the truck. Alright guys, well, if this is not obvious of the old saying, you get what you pay for, then I don't know what is. So I've got the money. I probably should have bought a bigger fertilizer spreader. I honestly didn't know it would be like this. So you see, I can't even get halfway down the field before it runs out. So I'm going to be here for a very long time doing this. So, and what that means is I might just take this thing back and sell it and get something bigger that holds more, because like I said, I honestly didn't know that it would be like this. This is pretty rough. So okay guys, well, good morning once again. We got the fields fertilized, or not fertilized, I'm sorry, we've got them limed. We had to end up working through the night to get those done. Also had to make a late night run to the store and pick up about 6 more pallets of lime because I severely underestimated. But we got it done, and I will be selling that fertilizer spreader, and I'll be getting something nicer. So that'll come in at another time, possibly whenever we start actually spreading fertilizer. But for the lime, we got it done, and that's all I'm really worried about right now. So I think what we're going to do is we're probably going to try and clean up a little bit around here. Again, we're going to go back through and see if there's anything we can get rid of, and I've got something in mind for this, so I don't know if I want to get rid of that just yet. My sprayer, no. Rake, I don't know if I need the plow. For the simple fact that we've got this disc, and it essentially does, in the game's eye, what a plow does. So I can probably get rid of the plow. That'll be a little extra money. Need my bucket. I'll keep the pickup. That tractor's not going nowhere. That truck's not going. That one's definitely not going. Keep my lawnmower. I don't know about this thing. I don't know if I'll ever use it. The only thing I could think of using it for would be if I got chickens, and then I could use this to feed the chickens, but I don't know if it's worth keeping that for that. And I could take it to the store and get a little extra money, and I mean, I'm below 100,000 right now. If we have something major come up, I don't know if I'll be able to pay to fix it. And then the gator, I really don't know if I need that gator either. But I'll keep it. I may actually could just use this to do the chickens with. I think I can store stuff in the back of that. Yeah, let's do that. Let's take a chance on that. So yeah, we can get rid of some of that stuff. We'll get it sold. It is November 1st, Actually looks like they're calling on a little bit of snow. And I don't have any snow stuff. So that may be something that I need to look into. Something else that I'm actually looking into also that we will be tackling within the next near future is we're going to cut a logging road into the forest here. And it's actually probably going to come in up down below the grain bins and kind of wrap up around to the top of the mountain. But if I remember correctly, there is somewhat of a little flat spot up here on the top of the hill. So we're going to cut a road in to the top of the hill up here, and we're going to turn that into another field. So it's not the best land. It's not flat field farmland, but we're going to turn it into a field. So I think this is it actually. And for the most part, it's pretty level. There's some hills and stuff, but with the equipment that we have, it should be fine. And if nothing else, we'll turn it into hayland, and then we'll definitely be able to use that. But see, over here it starts dropping off, and you probably don't want to do nothing here. But we could have this little valley of nothing, and then we could start another little field here or something. So I don't know. We'll have to just see. We're going to try and cut a road in and get that set up one episode, and then hopefully within the next couple episodes we'll have some extra people on, some new neighbors, and maybe we'll have a forestry group that comes in and they could actually clear it off for us instead of us doing it. But if nothing else, we can do it. We can lease the machinery and clear it off a lot faster than clearing it off by hand. But if I don't make any more money than 82,000 right now, then we definitely won't be doing that. We won't be leasing anything. Dang, it's a drop off right here. Okay, maybe we're not cutting a road in down here. Yeah, because right there's the grain bins. I don't know if we'll be cutting a road in down here. Now you have to cut it in behind the barn. Yeah, because this is pretty steep. This is not terrible here. Not the best, but not terrible. Anyway, I don't know. That's not what this episode's about. We'll just kind of giving you an update for future plans and what we're looking at doing over the winter time when we really can't do anything. So we'll probably be doing that over the winter, at least getting started on it. And then if somebody comes in with a forestry crew, then we can contract them out to finish clearing it off. Alright, so if it's going to snow, I'm going to close grain bin lids up. Did it close? Oh, it's open. Yep, okay. So we got that closed. We don't want snow getting in that. We don't want snow getting in the magneto on this tractor. So we're going to disconnect this, take it, and put it back into the shed. Oops. So in case anybody's wondering, that lever that's moving right there, that's not the gear shifter, that's the clutch. Gear shifter is right here in the middle underneath the steering wheel. That big long green lever right there that moves, that is the hand clutch. So on these older style tractors, the foot pedals are actually your brakes. So this brake over here, or this pedal over here on the left side, that's your brake for this tire, and the brake on for your right tire is that pedal right there. So to stop the tractor equally, you have to push both brakes in at the same time. If you only want to stop one wheel, you push that brake and it will actually help spin the tractor around. The clutch is a hand clutch, and that rotating pulley right here is a belt pulley. So older farmers and older machinery actually used to run on belts instead of PTOs. So they would have a belt that would come around this and it would go to that piece of machinery. And then that hand clutch, it's connected right here to that lever, and it's got like a brake pad material on that, and when you pull that clutch in, it stops that pulley, stopping the tractor. When you let go of the clutch, you push the clutch in, it lets that pulley spin freely and will either move the tractor if it's in gear, or it will turn the belt. Just a little bit of information for you there. I think we should probably do a little mowing, clean this place up a little bit for winter. Do the last mowing of the season. So I'm gonna go get the I'll use the International here. I'll go get the Batwing mower, and we're gonna do a little bit of mowing. Well guys, never mind. We're not gonna do mowing just yet, because the soybeans are ready to harvest here. So we're gonna get those out of the ground. I'll just leave this here for now. Yeah, so now we get to harvest some soybeans. So see, you never know what you're going to get into. You can't just go about planning every episode and what you're going to do, because it never works that way. Never works what you want to get done that day. So that's how real life farming is also. Something always ends up happening. Something tears up. You don't have enough of something. You don't have a spare part. Whatever it may be, something always happens. Alright, let's get some soybeans harvested. You invest in a pressure washer, I guess. Can't see nothing out of this windshield. Alright guys, thanks for sticking around. Thanks for watching. I'm gonna get these soybeans off this field here, get them sold before the snow comes in this afternoon. If you enjoyed this content, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and even drop me a comment if you're interested. Appreciate it. We'll see you on the next one.